All right. So first of all, what's your name?
My name's Carey.
Carey?
Yeah.
All right. And how long have you been a tenant of Rob Lane's?
I've lived in that house for almost 6 years now, and Rob bought it, I want to say 2 or 3 years ago.
Nice. So
Around, yeah.
6 years now?
Uh-huh.
Beautiful.
But I've known him a lot longer than that.
How would you say his overall performance as a landlord has been in your stay between like a scale of 1 to 10? How well has he done?
Like 15.
Like 15, huh?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah. If something is broken, just my water heater went out not too long ago. He had his guy out the next day. Just anything that's gone wrong, it's just automatic. And he does my yard for free as well.
I feel like that's going to be a reoccurring compliment that he was a...
Man, it saves me at least... I tell you what, a friend of mine was doing it, and I was paying him $50 a month to do it, and he might show up, he might not.
All right, and so I guess the third question kind of ties in with it. How fast and how on point has he been if there's ever been like a problem with the rental, like a leaky roof or something like that?
Like I said, my water heater went out, and I had a new water heater the next day.
Next day, so pretty fast then.
Yeah, he's just on top of it.
Beautiful. Would you, in the future maybe, would you ever consider renting with Rob again?
Not only would I consider it, like whenever my friends are looking for a place to live, I always call Rob and see if he has a place to rent. That's like the first thing I do.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And is there anything that Rob could do to make your stay any more enjoyable at all?
Yeah, he could not charge me rent.
Not charge you rent, okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything other than that?
Not that I can think of at the moment.
So that's pretty good. Do you have any funny stories or good stories that involve Rob?
I actually have a great story. Whenever I wouldn't even live in that house right now if it weren't for Rob. Actually, the people that owned the house before him, who were wonderful people, but the lady, she had cancer really bad. She got really sick, and they owned a bunch of rental properties, and they also owned Pirates Alley right up there in the street. So she had to sell the house. She wanted to sell the house to me really bad because she was going to give me equity for the years that I'd lived there, which was thousands of dollars actually. But my credit was so terrible that I couldn't buy it. And it's funny because Rob came by one day and he's like, "Dude, your yard looks like," can I say your yard looks bad. And so he's like, "I'll do your yard for you." And I was like, "Okay." So we got to talking, and I was telling him, I was like, "Yeah, I'm not going to be living here much longer." And he was like, "Why?" And I told him. So Rob went and bought the house because another person was going to buy my house, and they were going to renovate it and charge twice as much rent as I was paying to live in it. And Rob just went and bought the house, so I wouldn't even live there if he hadn't bought the house. So yeah, he's awesome.
Okay, and last, I've been having the people, if there's like some kind of message you want to, say to Rob, or, people watching these videos might not know him, everybody else knows him. Is there anything you'd like to say just for the people that don't know him already?
Well, I mean, I'm like 1,000 years old, and I really don't like people in general, but every once in a while you run across somebody who's just a really genuinely nice, cool person, and that's Rob. And I am fortunate to be he's my friend, he's my landlord, and he's my neighbor. He lives right there behind me. So he's an awesome guy, he really is. He's brilliant, obviously.